Hello, my name is Daryl Zoellner. I'm talking to you from my house in Montreal. I'm going to read you actually a Christmas story I wrote several years ago from the experiences that I have lived in Quebec. So, the title of the story is Saint Naomi of the Snow. I have several pages to read, so you'll have to persevere with me. Naomi waits near the basement door while her mother searches for her other mitten. Hot. She is getting hot. Her warm toque is on her head and her scarf is tied tightly around her mouth. Her sweaters and her wool socks feel itchy under the thick snowsuit. Ah, finally, Mama says. There it is in the basket behind the furnace. There you go, my little sweat owl. Our friends will be here for supper in a few minutes. Your cousin, David, and your friends, Kira and Aaron, can play outside with you when they come. Just remember to stay in the backyard. She pulls hard to open the door for Naomi. The 7-year-old waddles out like an astronaut. Mama closes the basement door and goes upstairs to prepare for the guests. The cold, icy air feels so fresh in her nostrils. That's better, Naomi says as she scrambles up the snowbank to her snow fort. But the cold air isn't enough to take away the sick feeling in her head. I think I will just lie down a bit. Naomi sits down before she reaches the fort. She feels so tired. Her mouth is dry. If I suck on some snow, that will cool me down. Oh, but it might be dirty, she thinks. Her tummy aches. Ah, there. I'll just turn over on my side. I need to rest. Oh, there's my blue plastic sled and my bright pink shovel still on top of it. She reaches for the rope on the sled and the whole thing slides down beside her. I'll get inside. Naomi rolls heavily into the sled and lays on her tummy beside the shovel. Crunch, squeak. The sled is rubbing on the packed snow underneath. I will lay down my head now and close my eyes a little. And she does. Soon she opens her eyes. The snow looks so dark. She looks again and tries to put a little of it on her hot face, but her mitten comes back empty. There's nothing but air around the sled, she gasps. Naomi moans. Oh no, the snow is gone. My snow fort, where did it go? Where's my house? She's still on the blue sled, but she's up in the sky. The sun glows orange against the dark blue behind the hills, and it is now nighttime. How did I get up here? She asks as she quickly grabs the handles on each side of the sled. Whoa, not so fast. Naomi is moving on it through the dark. That feels a little better, she sighs. Oh, suddenly a loud, mean voice calls from under her leg. You're not afraid, are you? It seems to be her pink shovel. How can you be talking to me? Look, it shouts. There's your house, below in Saint-Joseph. Naomi looks down and sees her town beside the winding river. Her eyes grow big with wonder as the sled flies slowly in a circle like a bird. I see Christmas lights everywhere. The Christmas lights have been turned on all over town. Chimneys are puffing out smoke, she observes. The sweet smell of burnt maple wood floats up to Naomi's nostrils. Her sled is moving up and down now, like a car driving over the nearby hills. Oh, I feel dizzy again. Ouch, something is sticking in my knee. The wind suddenly catches her breath and she feels a little thrill in her chest. Whoa, this is so much fun. I like this now. She flies along the river. All the beautiful reds and blues and yellows and greens of the lights twinkle below like sparks of a fire. I see reflections of the lights on the frozen ice ridges of the river. She nears another town, whose name she forgets because it has newly been changed. Her mother still calls it by its old name, Infant Jesus. Was baby Jesus born there? She asks herself out loud. No, didn't anyone tell you? He was born in Bethlehem near Jerusalem. The pink shovel almost yelled above the wind. The little girl is so startled she begins to feel warm tears on her frozen cheeks. She remembers angrily, oh, my big brother told me that last Sunday. She is afraid now, but the kind thoughts that her father spoke at the family Bible reading came back to her mind and comforted her. Brother doesn't pick on me after Papa reads the Bible. Tonight, she only remembers a little of what Papa had read from Ezekiel chapter 17. Something about a cedar tree. The top of the cedar would be replanted on the highest part of a mountain, and all different kinds of birds would come and make their nests there. That was the sort of person baby Jesus was going to be when he grew up. How can newborn baby Jesus be like a tree with birds keeping warm under his arms? She wonders. Well, she looks down at the pointed green trees. Those ones don't have leaves. They have prickly needles. I don't see any birds under any of them. It's too dark. How can they stay warm? She is flying higher now. She herself is a bird soaring over the Beauce region of Quebec. The sled goes further north and comes to the larger town called Sainte-Marie. Then it returns to Infant Jesus and towards a town further up in the hills. We're going up in the hills to St. Angel's. I like going there to see the deer in the woods, Naomi says, bright-eyed. The sled takes her on a wild, windy ride over Sainte-Marie, Infant Jesus, now called Valley Junction, to St. Angel's. Oh, I'm glad now we're going back to Saint Joseph. I don't want the sled to take me too far away. The St. Joseph church bells are ringing as they always do at 6 o'clock in the evening. The large silver roof of the church shines in the moonlight. The arched windows are full of light. I can hear a man singing the Christmas Eve song, Naomi tells the shovel, who is still jabbing hard at her leg. There will be a midnight gathering later. Oh, I can't stay up that late, though. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining, says the singer's music. In French, the words also say, Christians, it's midnight. The special moment has come. Well, Naomi's sled takes her higher into the clouds. Oh, look at all the stars. Oh, but I can't hear the singer anymore. Too bad. She doesn't like being so high this time. Her pink shovel shouts once again. You're not afraid, are you? If you are, you should get back down. Tell the sled to go back down. Angrily, Naomi tells the shovel, stop talking to me like that. Instead, it shouts something again. Don't you want to play? Well, annoyed, she lifts her leg and pulls at the shovel. So that is what has been jabbing my knee. With both hands, she grabs the handle and pushes it out. There, you go into the puffy white clouds. Well, the shovel hits something hard instead of the clouds. Well, the jolt makes Naomi's hand sore. "What was that?" she asked. She dropped her head down over the side to take a look. Her face fell into a pile of soft cloud snowflakes. Quickly, she jumped up and wiped her cheek with her mitten. "Don't you want to play, Naomi?" A child's voice calls from the snow fort. It is her cousin David, who has come for supper. "Oh, you are already here. I must be at home," Naomi says, confused. Her friend Kira and her sisters and brothers have already arrived. "Hi, I didn't see you come," she quickly says to them and scrambles out of the sled and up the hill. The children play until Naomi's father calls from the open kitchen window. "Supper's ready. Come through the basement and I will get your suits off." Naomi and the others waddle down the hill and into the house. "You look tired out there, Naomi," her mother says as she heaps potatoes, carrots, and chicken stew onto her plate. "I was hot, Mama, but the snow made me better," Naomi answered. She didn't tell anyone about her ride over the Chaudière Valley in the Christmas sky. Oh, they might not believe me and they might laugh, she thought. But it was so wonderful, and I think I would like to go sing at the church tonight. God's world is much better when I see it from up above. But I didn't see any town of Bethlehem, she thought sadly. "Tomorrow I will look for birds under the branches, Papa," Naomi says, remembering the Bible reading. Well, then Mama warns her again. "Stay in the backyard, Naomi. Don't go too far away." Well, Naomi smiles. She even wants to smile at her brother. "He might tell me where Jerusalem is," she thinks to herself. "Then I will go to Bethlehem and see where Jesus was born."